Hola, hola, and ¿qué onda, mi gente? In this week's Innovative Insight, I give you 4 hacks for goal setting in 2019. Stay tuned. Hola, and welcome back. I'm Jay Franco. And in this week's Innovative Insight, I'm sharing 4 hacks for goal setting in 2019. And I know that last year was a pretty rough year for a lot of people. It just seemed like we could never get started on 2018. And then next thing you know, it's gone. Thank God, right? Que se vaya la jodida 2018 porque me tuvo harta hasta aquí. I could not stand 2018 anymore. I was like so ready and over. You know when you are just starting to date a brand new guy and you're getting excited and giddy because you're gonna go meet him? That's exactly how I felt about 2019. And with it, I got so excited about goal setting and planning and looking forward to 2019 and to really get my business off its chill cycle of 2018 and just kind of refuel it and reignite it, as well as reignite my passion. So I have 4 hacks for you in this week. This video may be a little bit more intense, a little bit longer than last week's, but if you're here, it's because you are interested in getting these 4 hacks so that you can launch your business this year. That is the theme for January's videos. It's all about goal setting, goal hacking, creating productivity habits and hacks that can really launch and plummet your business this year. If you haven't seen my side hustle video, you definitely want to check that out. I'll be linking it somewhere around here. So start off with the side hustle video, then jump into the habits for a daily morning routine, and then you'll come back to this one. All right, so the first hack is to figure out your priorities. Yep, you've got to figure out exactly what are your non-negotiables, what are your obligations, and write all of it down. Literally go in and write down what it is that you need to get done this year that you cannot keep in the back burner anymore, and also figure out what your responsibilities are. What are those things that you have to do all the time, whether it's as a parent, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, whatever it is, write them down. Because as you write things down, they become very tangible and visible to you. So separate the urgent from the important. Once you go down that list, really highlight all those things that are urgent, and then take what's left over and put it in another list. That's your important list. So that way you task only what is urgent right now. So what is urgent needs to get done this week, this day, and not later on in March and in the 2nd and 3rd and 4th quarter of 2019. These are things that you've got to do this week. So as we move into the year, make sure that every week you do a task list. So take those things that you said are very important, those priorities that you wrote down, and start separating them in, I need to do these today, or the most urgent, like right now at this moment, then the daily. Then prioritize those things that take a little longer, or projects that are longer in time to complete. And then also prioritize those by, whether you have to finish them in the 1st quarter or the 2nd quarter, 3rd or 4th quarter. So write down those obligations, responsibilities, and priorities that need to get done in each quarter. And I love to do this on my Bujo. I love to Bujo. I don't Bujo like typical people do, where they get all cute and frilly and fill their journal with all cute stuff and all these little trackers and all that stuff. What I do is I really use mine as a priorities tasker. so that I'm effective every single day, every single week, and then I plan my months ahead so that I have a bird's eye view of everything that I'm doing and things are more tangible. I'm able to see things, so therefore I'm able to understand that I need to do these now. If you don't see them written out, then guess what? Out of sight, out of mind. The second hack is to set SMART goals. SMART meaning they have to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. In grad school, we learned so much about doing SMART goals for corporations when we're consulting or when we're analyzing companies and making sure that their strategies are also SMART, that their strategies are put in place in a SMART format. So make sure that everything you do is SMART. All right, so here's how it works. Specific. Specific is what exactly will you do? So get really down to the nitty-gritty of what it is that you need to do to accomplish this goal. Next, you have measurable. So measure out your goal. How will you know if you meet your goal? How will you know if you've been successful at meeting your goal? The next is achievable. Make sure that when you're writing goals, that they're not far-fetched, that they're easy and attainable, and that you can achieve these goals. So what are the steps that you're going to need to take in order to reach your goals? Make sure that in the achievable area of the SMART goals, you're writing down exactly what you need to do. So that processing, or as I mentioned before, when I'm talking about priorities, the task list of your priorities. So making sure that I write down everything that I need to do to achieve that goal. Next is relevant. Make sure that your goal is relevant to you. What about this goal is important to you? Why do you need to accomplish this goal? Is it because you're going on a cruise this summer and you need to lose the weight? Well, then make sure that you are staying relevant to this goal. Like, is it for your health, or is it simply just because it's vanity? Make sure that you are writing down goals that are relevant, because it's more important and it's easier to attain goals when they're relevant to you rather than when they're more of a vanity or just because, or they're far-fetched. And the last part of the SMART goal is timely. So make sure that you understand how much time is needed to complete this goal. You're gonna need, whether it's a day, a week, 3 months, half a year, how much time are you willing to dedicate to achieve this goal, and how much time will it take before you get to your end result? So make sure that when you are setting up your goals, that you understand how much time you're willing to invest to make sure that you succeed. The third hack is going to be to form new habits. And as I mentioned to you before, in the link somewhere around here, you will find a link to the 3 habits that I am including in my morning routine. The 3 habits that I am really developing for a successful morning routine. And so far, I am loving it. I feel a lot more successful and have increased productivity by waking up early in the morning, by getting, personal development in, by getting my professional development in, by working out, by spending time in scripture, by getting all of these things done early in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock and I'm like, oh, like the best part of my day already happened. What's next? So now I can go on with the rest of my day in peace, knowing that I don't have to come home and rush around or spend the last few hours of my day trying to work out, trying to meal prep, trying to get ready, trying to read scripture, trying to find time for myself. Because if I put myself first, then I'm already winning. I'm already ahead. So remember to form new habits. And in this year, my mantra this year, my habit number 1 is to put me first, to make sure that I fulfill me, that personal me time first before the world time, before work, before, commitments, before things that are urgent, even before my priorities. So me time comes before all of my priorities. Last but not least is something that I wholeheartedly believe in. I believe in creating affirmations. And one of the reasons why I believe in creating affirmations is because we can use our mouth and everything that comes out of our mouth to bring in positivity or bringing negativity into our life. So if I start off my day by saying, I am blessed, I am well able, I am prosperous, I am chosen. If I start really declaring that, I believe it. I start sitting into my spirit and really taking root. But if you wake up in the morning and you're already running late, or something happens and the first thing you start telling yourself is like, oh, I'm already late. Oh, I already woke up late. I already did this wrong. Oh man, the coffee spilled all over the place. You start on a negative pathway, and so you're feeding into your life negativity. So I love to start my day with this amazing little, phrase or saying or quote that my pastor always says at church, and I usually tend to do that. I have it taped right where my coffee pot is. I have it also taped in my vanity bathroom mirror, because the first thing I do when I wake up is I roll out of bed and I go and I brush my teeth. And while I'm brushing my teeth, I'm meditating on the affirmation. And then when I'm done brushing my teeth, then I stand in front of it and I say it out loud. Then I walk over to my kitchen and I get myself my coffee and I say it again, because it's literally right there in front of my coffee pot on the cupboard. I taped it up. I put one in my husband's lunch bag. Yep, I sure did. I put one in my husband's lunch bag because I want him to start doing something to really create a positive mindset, to really establish that. And you know what? When you start speaking affirmations into your life, it's not just about being positive. You're actually prophesying blessing, abundance, and you're taking your life into new levels. You're literally prophesying new levels into your life. So it's not just about being positive all the time and being chipper. Oh, Jay, sometimes SHIT happens. Y ya valió madre. Yeah, it happens. But the way you react to it is how the world will also react to you. So if you react to it negatively, it will actually bring you back in negativity. I mean, I know there's that phrase and it's so colloquial and everybody uses it that, what comes around goes around. Yeah, well, if you continue to always be negative or you respond negative, you're going to receive negative back. So if I'm constantly affirming next level stuff, if I'm constantly in a mindset of positivity, in a mind frame of blessing and abundance, guess what? I'm going to be attracting that, because that's what I'm putting out. And karma, yeah, she's a real deal one, and it'll come right back to you. So that is it, guys. I would love to know if these hacks are going to really help you in setting goals in 2019. And I wanted to leave you with one thing. If you get one thing out of this video, is that your life follows the direction of your words. So when you're setting goals, make sure that you're speaking positive life into those goals. Make sure that you're really kickstarting those goals with positivity, with everything that comes out of your mouth is there to really grow something and develop something. So set those goals this year, get them fueled with the right mindset, speak to them, and create them so that you can really manifest them into existence. I'm all about manifesting stuff with my mouth. I remember as a kid, reading in scripture the story where Jesus spoke into the fig tree and cursed it. And as soon as he did that, the tree dried up and the tree was never able to bear any more fruit. Ever since I read that when I was a kid, I knew that my mouth was powerful, that everything that I said, I could either curse or I can bring to life. So keep that in mind when you are getting those goals in, because if you really want to be successful in 2019 and you really want to achieve all of your goals this year, your words can lead you where you want to go this year. Alright, mi gente, aquí está todo y nos vemos la próxima semana. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so that you can continue to get the weekly innovative insight that I bring to you. Y como siempre, nos vemos la próxima semana. Los quiero mucho.